Well, howdy do. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this video. This is going to be the last one I do today. As well, I've tried to get in before the daylight was gone, but obviously I missed it. So anyways, so this is my last video on this July 4th. You know, the funny thing is every day is tough. Holidays are always rougher because you have certain memories that are attached to them that make them harder, but every day is tough. Sometimes a Tuesday, something a Tuesday, a Thursday, just any time is tough. But, so anyway, kind of action. So, this is my last video today, just July 4th. And I'm having the Oskar Blues Goodnight 8760 in a big Imperial Red. I was all set to come out here. I wanted to get it in before it started getting dark. We were watching a show in here. I was trying to get it finished before I came out. It's still a little bit daylight. Kind of got dark on us quick, but then fireworks started coming out, and then I was getting set up here. Then the fireworks started going off around me, and then I started getting sad. I was mentally prepared till I started hearing stuff, and now I'm sad. The funny thing is, the 4th of July wasn't necessarily one of Shamu's favorite holidays. He wasn't crazy about loud noises. And Seamus, he was 14 when we lost him, but he always had it's not that he was cheap or tight, but he understood where money went. So he really did have a hard time spending money on fireworks that you just went and it was gone. He'd save up to buy things that were meaningful, but to just spend a lot of money to buy something that is gone in a few seconds, he really had a hard time with. So anyway, the last couple years before we lost him, though, we went out to some friend's house that invited us over. And that was a whole lot of fun. I won't say their names because I don't know if they want to be mentioned in my beer videos. But he really did enjoy those last 2 4th of Julys. He started getting into lighting the fireworks and that kind of things, being 12 and 13 at that time. Oh wow! 8760. This was a big one. I'll tell you something funny. The nose on this is very rich. It's very big. It's very malty. It's also very hoppy, very piney, very resiny. And I had one the other night, and I actually had a hard time drinking it. It felt they said on their website it's big and sticky. And then it has a lot of hops, but I felt it being too big and rich, and there must have been something wrong with my taste buds that day, because I'm feeling it completely different now as I'm drinking it, and that's kind of the problem I have with guys that do videos over just a few ounces, is that that's why I don't like beer judging either, because that's what you're doing. You're judging a beer over a small amount, when at any time your taste buds will be different. Because I felt this one to be so big, so malty, that I really felt, I really did have a hard time finishing it that night. And now my taste buds feel completely different. I do feel the big malty, I do feel the stickiness that they talk about. But for some reason, I wasn't feeling the hop in on that beer, and I don't know why, but now I really do. Son of a bitch. Can be. Different things throughout the day will affect your palate. So obviously something was affecting my palate that day. Which is why I'm not a fan of beer reviews as a whole. Which you might say, well, Tom, that's a bit hypocritical. No, it's not, because I'm not doing a beer review. I'm just having a beer in a conversation, man. What you take from it's your business. I always consider myself doing more of a pub conversation, so as I close in on 5 minutes, I'm not going to make you listen to me for more than that. But I think I am feeling more from this beer than I was the other night, so I'm going to ruminate on it. I'm going to ruminate on get aloof, Tom. So I think I'm going to do a second video on this.